morning, ladies. I hope you guys are doing well this morning. It's Tuesday morning. Yes, it is Tuesday morning. This week, yesterday was Monday, and it seemed like 1,000 years long. Do you ever have days like that where it's like some days just fly by and other days, honestly, this morning I thought it has to be at least Wednesday by now, but no. It is just Tuesday. So anyway, but we got all the kids to school this morning, and my husband needed some help. We're supposed to get some rain, and we were out, the kids and I were out last night helping him past dark, and just trying to get our rye fields seeded for the spring. So we plant rye in the fall, and it comes up during the winter because it likes cold weather. And then it's ready in the spring for the cattle to graze. And so anyway, we were trying to get that done because they're calling for rain today. And so just wanted to take advantage of that moisture when we could. Hey, Johnny. Say hello to Johnny. But anyway, so we got it all seeded, but I needed to run the cultipacker over it, which is a piece of equipment that just you pull behind the tractor and it just kind of packs it down a little bit. And so anyway, I did that for him this morning after I took the kids to school, and then went for my walk. Today was 30 days, and I have not missed a day. And that is not a pat on the back to me. That is just the Lord giving me the discipline to finally follow through with something. And I'm so grateful. But anyway, I was excited to get that in. I did do normally I walk first before I do anything else after I take the kids to school, but with the rain coming, I was afraid the rain would beat me to the field. So I did that first and then walked. And so anyway, I don't have a ton of time today because I have an appointment this afternoon. And so, I'm a little bit crunched on time, but I did want to take a few minutes to talk to you guys. Have you ever noticed that the more unorganized your house is, the more unorganized your life is, or how chaotic your life seems? And I just noticed that there is just a huge correlation for me between my house being a mess and basically my life being a mess. And it's just, I'll give you some examples because I've had oodles of examples here just this morning. My youngest daughter, we get to school this morning, and she had left her binder here at home, and their binder in 5th grade, it's like their life. Everything is in that binder, and it's all zipped up, and that's, kind of how the school does that for 5th grade. And so she had left it at home, and I thought, oh, and I mean, I know she has to take responsibility as well. It's not that, but it's because we have no set space for them to put all of their stuff when they come home, or when they've done their homework and they're getting ready, putting everything up for the night. We have no set area where you pick up your stuff and take it out the door. And I thought, it's just everywhere, and so I got home and I looked, I'm like, I wonder did she leave it in the kitchen? Because she was packing her lunch and stuff, and nope, it was sitting at the bottom of the steps. So, that was just one example this morning of, just that could have been avoided had we had everything in one spot. Every morning we cannot find a hairbrush. Why can we not find the hairbrush? Because the hairbrush has no particular home where it lives, which is really frustrating. This morning we could not find stamps. My daughter had gotten a thing for jury duty, my oldest daughter, and she wanted to send it back in. Of course, she'd just gotten it yesterday, so it wasn't like we didn't have time. But anyway, she's like, do you have stamps? I'm like, oh yes, I have a brand new book of stamps I just bought. Cannot find them anywhere. Have no idea where the stamps are. Just small things like that take up so much time. I was looking this morning trying to find it, and finally I'm like, you know what? Could you just mail that tomorrow? I have where my husband and I went on a trip this summer for our anniversary. I don't know how in the state you live in, they have started like here where we are, and then I know going north, where they don't have toll booths anymore, and they just take a picture of your car on the road and send you a bill in the mail. I hate that. But anyway, we had gotten one. I cannot find it. So, like, that just leads to more money that you owe, because if the thing is late, then they tag on a late penalty. It's like, if I had one spot where I put everything, like for the bills, that wouldn't happen. Those are just a few examples of my house being unorganized, and it just leads to frustration and chaos in my mind. Like, you just don't have any peace about that situation. You're running around, you're not calm. And so anyway, and I did want to, just as a side note, encourage any young moms that might be watching, because this was my middle daughter was with us this morning. And just to give you an idea that if you only have like one child right now, or maybe your children are young, don't take things too seriously in life. Because we got to talking about when my oldest daughter would forget something, like she forgot her flute one day. I actually drove home, got her flute, and brought it back to school. Now, here we have, and that really didn't matter. If she had her flute, life was going to go on for that day. Then my youngest daughter, so 6 kids later, she forgets her binder, which has everything she needs in it for school. And I'm like, oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But it's different how your perspective changes as you get older. So that's a good thing, not a bad thing. But anyway, just wanted to encourage any young moms in that. But what I wanted to encourage all of us in today is to try to get our homes organized so that our lives will be less chaotic. And I really do, I think that would help so much. That you knew where stuff was, that stuff had a home. And I think it would just cause us to, I think our finances would be in better shape. I think our, because, like the not being able to find the bill that I can't find. So I'm going to owe more money. So that's like not good for my finances. I can't tell you how many times I have bought things because I can't find the other thing I bought. Just extra money out the window that didn't need to happen. There are so many things in my house that need to be gotten rid of, that a lot of it I could probably sell and make a little bit of money. It's just, I think getting rid of the clutter and organizing your home, my home, I'm speaking to myself here, not to you guys. You guys probably do a lot better at this than I do. But I really do believe that if I get my home organized, if I get it decluttered, that everything will just, I'm not saying everything's going to go great. No. But I bet I spend an hour a day looking for things. That's like 7 hours a week. Imagine, it would be like at the end of the month, I'd have a whole extra day of time where I haven't been looking for stuff. And it's so frustrating to be constantly trying to find stuff. And you're like, oh, I know I saw it somewhere. Where did I see it? And my famous line, the kids will be like, have you seen such and such? Yes, I saw it, and it was not in its right spot, but I can't remember where that was. Well, that's not helpful. Anyway, I just wanted to encourage you. Take a minute. Well, in my case, it would be a lot of minutes. And get a notebook and go through your home, room by room, and just stand there and say, okay, what needs to happen here? What needs attention here? There are things that happen here on a daily basis that aggravate me, that I could fix. My purse is constantly a mess. I could fix that. And then I wouldn't get so frustrated looking for things in my purse. The mail, the bills, having a set spot where I put them when they come in. I can fix that. I can fix where Mercy's hairbrush is. I don't take the time to fix it when it's happening, and I just get frustrated. There are certain items in my kitchen that I can never find. And it's because like the kids help me put stuff away, and maybe this particular item doesn't have a home that it goes to all the time. So sometimes they put it in this drawer and sometimes it's in this drawer. And you know, the amount of time that we spend looking for things, we could do so many other things with. I have always wanted to write a cookbook for my kids. And that way, when I'm gone, they have all of my recipes, and, you know, they can cook whatever it is that they liked that I fixed, or if they didn't like anything, they can throw it out. But, you know, I never seem to have time. Part of it is I don't schedule it, like to work on it. The other part is I spend so much time looking for things. It's like you're constantly putting out fires. And so I just want to encourage us that it can be better. And I know it can be better. And it doesn't have to, once you make the list and you're like, okay, what areas do I need to work on? What is not working in this house? Once you make that list, don't get overwhelmed by it, because it got like that over years. It's not going to get fixed overnight. Just take one thing, 20 minutes a day, and fix it. And then that way, the next time you're not having to fix that again, you know? And I really believe that having the clutter out of the house, if we declutter and we get rid of things that we're not using, I think it will give us more peace and calm in our minds. And I just think it will make us happier overall, more joyful, that we're not having all of that stuff kind of cluttering up our mind. And so I just want to encourage you in that today. Just take a list, take a notebook, and just write down, go around, look at your home. Pretend like you are a guest in your home. That's, you know, because honestly, sometimes I look at my home and I go, oh, well, it's all good. I know where everything is. What if you weren't there? What if, heaven forbid, something happened to you? You know, you might know where this item is, but does everybody else know where it is? In my case, no, because everybody always comes to me because I've probably stashed it somewhere because it doesn't have a permanent home. So I know it may sound like I'm rambling today, but it was just some thoughts that I had on my mind that's really been weighing on me, and how aggravated I get when I'm looking for stuff, and then just how cluttered the house is. You know, simplicity. I think we need simplicity, and I think it would help so much. And so I just want to encourage you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my notebook and I'm going to go around my house today and I'm going to make my list. And then I am just going to work down that list. And there's a couple of different ways we can do this. We can look at the list and we can say, okay, which of these things would be the greatest benefit to my peace of mind? Then you can look at it and say, which one of these things would save me the most time if I fixed it? You know, and just work it however you want to work your list. But the point is, don't compare yourself to other people. Just work your list and what you think. Because, you know, here's the other thing. I have a dear friend, and she likes all of her drawers to be completely organized, and her closets. But then she's okay if stuff is like sitting out. I am sort of the opposite. I will ram everything I've got into a drawer, and that's fine. I can shut it. It's out of sight. But I don't want things sitting out. And so, you know your own threshold for clutter. You know what you can take and what you can't. What you can, comfortably be at peace with in your mind with things. And so I just want to encourage you, whatever that is for you, just make it happen. It'll make you feel so much better. And I am looking so forward to gradually, little by little, sort of like the habit thing with the walking. I added one habit, walking. Now I'm on habit number 2, getting my dishes done every day. Don't look at it like you've got to fix it overnight. Gradual, small steps. And, maybe even start very tiny just to motivate yourself to do something more. Maybe today you're sitting in the line at school to pick up your kids and you clean out your purse. That's one thing. So I just wanted to encourage you today. I think if we get our homes under control, that our lives will feel more under control. Doesn't mean things are going to be perfect. It doesn't mean things are going to happen that throw us for a loop. It just means there will be more peace and calmness in our lives. So anyway, that's what I had for you guys today. I have an appointment this afternoon, so I'm going to take my notebook now, going to go around the house and make my list, and that way tomorrow morning I can get started on something on my list, and just one thing. You know, if you did one thing each day, like one little area, and when I say little, it can even be a drawer. I'm going to organize this drawer. I'm going to organize this closet. One thing a day, at the end of the month, you would have organized 30 different areas. And so, I mean, to me, that's just really encouraging. By Christmas, our homes could be organized. And I just think that would be such a blessing to our family and to ourselves. And I think that's just really big. You know, I think you need to do something for yourself and also for your family at the same time. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you on Thursday. Bye.